viewers, welcome to this all-new edition of UNN Daily News. I am Deepika De, presenting you the headlines. Northeastern Hill University Teachers Association unhappy with VC's stance on Teachers Career Advancement Scheme. Meghalaya seeks report on suicide in custody. Pro-ILP groups plan rallies in all districts. Now news in details. The Northeastern Hill University Teachers Association has expressed its regret over the attitude of the NEHU Vice-Chancellor Professor Prabodh Shukla in rejecting his own words of taking into consideration the report submitted by the Review Committee on Teachers' Career Advancement Scheme.
Chancellor, regular Vice-Chancellor is not been appointed till today for more than 1 year, and even the post of the registrar is not been also filled up, and then the post of finance officer is also not been filled up. Apart from this important key post, a lot of other posts are also vacant. In view of this, we have a lot of problem, and then apart from this, we do have even serious security problem in the university. But specifically coming to the open letter, the former Vice-Chancellor was the chairman of the selection committee. Under his chairmanship, a lot of irregularities and anomalies have been committed, both in the promotions of the teachers in the open post and also for career advancement scheme. And not only the promotions, but also the pay anomalies. There are several anomalies that have been committed under his chairmanship. So for this serious anomalies, we are even planning to give to the visitor, that is the President of India, and copy to the Prime Minister of India and HRD Minister.
Mentionably, Nehuta had demanded that the review committee report presented to the university be brought as an agenda in the emergent Executive Council meeting of the university that was held on Friday amidst protest from teachers. But the agenda for the review report was not placed in Friday's Executive Council meeting. In the previous Executive Council meeting held on June 17th, the review committee report was placed in the agenda, but it was sidetracked and not discussed. Although the report is related to teachers' career, yet it was not discussed, leading to protests from teachers. It is interesting to note that the review committee was set up by the same Executive Council, which now refuses to consider its own report.
We have come here to point out and go to public regarding the problems related to the teachers fraternity of Northeastern Hill University. The basic problem, as it is already told, that the actual Vice-Chancellor is not getting the chair. And whosoever, Vice-Chancellor, whatever he comes, he unfortunately keeps the Act statutes aside, assumes the power of all the authorities. And, in gross violation of Act and statutes, keep on functioning on a basic principle of giving favors, making groupies, small forgeries, so that he draws power out of them and then keeps on functioning the way he wants to function. It has started right from 1999 onwards, when large number of teachers were suffering under career advancement at that time even. At that time, 65 teachers were appointed after the agitation the Teachers Association has launched. And thereafter, even the teachers who were appointed wrongly by arbitrary application of the laws of the university by virtue of saying that these are the laws, they were changed later on by the EC, by their own decision, for which we have the documents even to prove that. This time, once again, the recent Vice-Chancellor who had left a year and a half before this university under stress and problems of variety of nature because he was unable to carry forward his own agenda, and he was flagrantly violating the Act and statutes. Right from the beginning, when he wanted to become a professor at HAG, which he could not have ever become because he was not a active teacher in the university, being the vice chancellor. He had broken all the rules, and for breaking the rules, he made a coterie of people who will screen the applications and will fix the dates for giving the advancement to teachers on CAS. Wherein, in the interviews itself, he played havoc. He was very rude to our teachers. He was, making them believe that as if he is giving a pretense to them during the interviews for proper selection. And then he even dictated to teachers who were under the duress inside the interview time, stating that if you agree from such and such date, I will give you. If you don't agree, then I will not give you, as if he is giving the position from his pocket as a favor to the teacher. This is how many teachers were aggrieved. And yes, who is he? Professor A.N. Rai. Professor A.N. Rai, earlier Vice Chancellor. And by this way, number of teachers, it's I think more than 35 teachers who suffered a lot. 30 around people have given their representation, but there are more than this number who are, who did not give their representation because they feel aggrieved and they couldn't get the courage, because the university takes it as an offense. The moment you give a representation and you stand against the university and tell them that you are fighting against the violations of the Act and statutes, they take it as an offense and they become, very much angry with those people who are putting the complaints. That is how they have, made number of teachers aggrieved. And in the process, what has happened, that the moment this new Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Shukla, assumed the office of the Vice Chancellor as acting Vice Chancellor, he did give a patient hearing to the Teachers Association, and he promised that he will look into the matter and place the matter before the Executive Council. Accordingly, Executive Council thought it appropriate and constituted a committee to adjudicate the matter thorough. And committee met, about which the information has already been given to you, and they have found that there are gross anomalies which need to be redressed. After that report was submitted to EC, Executive Council of the University, unfortunately EC has gone back on its own words and decided not to look into the adjudication and the anomalies suggested, but took a resolution stating that whatever decision the selection committees have taken, that shall remain, and we will not be able to change those decisions at all, with a plea stating that the EC is not entitled to, which is absolutely wrong. Executive Council has a full right to review its own decisions and adjudicate on its own decisions wherever there are violations, to give the redress as well as change the decision.
Meghalaya Home Minister Roshan Varturi has sought a detailed report on the suicide of a 19-year-old youth who hanged himself inside the Bagmara police station lockup in South Garo Hills on Sunday morning.
Sinoman S. Marak, accused of stealing a bike, allegedly hanged himself inside the lockup, a day after villagers handed him over to police. Marak was caught in Jaksomram in South Garo Hills along the Indo-Bangla border. He hailed from Rongdok in West Khasi Hills district. Varturi also said the state government would soon install closed-circuit television CCTVs in all police lockups across the state to prevent a repeat of such an incident. I have asked the police department to immediately expedite the process for installation of CCTVs in all police lockups. Wajri said.
Well, it's time for us to take a short break here. We'll come with some more news. Stay with us.
Welcome to Regional Institute of Science and Technology 9th Mile, only engineering college in Northeast affiliated to Central University Nehu, Shillong and approved by AICTE New Delhi. RIST offers BTech in Civil, Mechanical, Computer Science, Electronics and Communication and Electrical and Electronics Engineering. For details, contact RIST, Khanapara, 9th Mile.
Your university, bringing together leading academicians, synergizing their expertise, exploring students' talents and empowering them with need-based world-class education. University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, your destiny for a brighter future.
Liver Fit, the life super hit.
लीवर का सुरक्षा कवच, लिव सेफ.
लिवर फिट तो लाइफ सुपर हिट.
लीवर का सुरक्षा कवच, लिव सेफ.
Liver Fit,
तो लाइफ सुपर हिट.
लीवर का सुरक्षा कवच, लिव सेफ.
लिवर फिट तो लाइफ सुपर हिट.
लीवर का सुरक्षा कवच, लिव सेफ.
Liver Fit, तो life super hit.
लीवर का सुरक्षा कवच, लिव सेफ.
RGCSM Society in Shillong, Meghalaya, under the banner of Rajiv Gandhi Computer Training Center and Nursery Teacher Training Academy, was established on September 2011. The center is located in Karmalki, behind Law College, Dhankiti, Shillong. The institution is affiliated to RGCSM Society, New Delhi. It follows the guidelines of the pattern of NCERT and NCTE and recognized by Ministry of HRD and Department of Higher and Secondary Education. Similarly, the Shillong Center also provides various computer courses. Our society divided to work in information and technology for all. The Shillong Center provides teachers training course for pre-primary and primary teachers with a view to train unemployed educated girls, particularly those from economically weaker section. The ultimate purpose is to facilitate education preschool children on modern lines through creation of a pool of entity qualified teachers. The academic prepare our pupils to acquire greater professional competence. They have been exposed to training and real-world projects.
A pioneer, a trendsetter, and a global leader in animation and multimedia education and training.
Information Technology Department, Government of Meghalaya, invites applications for 100% sponsored program in graphic and web design. Hurry, only 50 seats available. For details, contact Arena Animation opposite Light Mukra Post Office or call 250-6235.
The consortium of 13 pro-ILP pressure groups has decided to organize public meetings in various district headquarters of the state in an attempt to provide clarity to the general masses on the comprehensive mechanism which they had suggested to the state government to combat and control influx.
In a statement issued here on Tuesday, KSU General Secretary Augusta Jirwa said that the pressure groups had suggested the comprehensive mechanism after realizing that it was futile to demand implementation of ILP in the state from the present Congress-led government since it was totally against the same. We continued our agitations for more than 4 months but without any results. We have now realized that we cannot take the people for a ride by continuing with our agitation. Therefore, we have decided to suggest an alternative mechanism to combat the problem, Jirwa said.
Noti Binodini, a stage play, was organized by the Sri Sharada Sangha, a pan-India women philanthropic organization, on the occasion of its year-long Diamond Jubilee celebration at the State Central Library Auditorium on 6th September. Before a full house, the play was presented by Shraboni, a new social cultural organization which was formed in the recent past to revive the dying art of stage play that the city once boasted of.